Group plans. Group plans are the best. They're my favorite. That's what you want to have. They're the Lamborghini Uris of health insurance. So here's the issue with them. If they're wildly expensive because, well, they're great. And a lot of times people send me their old group plan and say, hey, compare what you're building me to this. Happy to compare, but at the end of the day, you're overpaying by $1,000. So, if you end up a month, if you're overpaying by $1,000 a month, and, along the way, you end up with a $1,000 higher deductible, who cares? Doesn't matter. I mean, I saved you $12,000, you had a $1,000 higher deductible. If, God forbid, you were to actually happen to hit that deductible, well, then I only saved you $11,000 that month, right? Or that year. Now, the problem with group plans isn't the big companies that work at Lockheed, people who work at Lockheed, big companies like AT&T, big, whatever big company you got. The problem with group plans is the small business owner. The guy who has 2, 3, 10, 15, 20 employees. So insurance companies, they do not like liability. They don't want liability. They are always going to come out on top. And so the way they do that is the liability falls into the group. So the smaller the group, the more the insurance company is holding that liability, so the more expensive they're going to make that plan. The next thing that's going to happen is if you have, let's say you own a plumbing company and you have one 24-year-old and 10 60-year-olds. Well, your price is going to go through the roof. So that 20-year-old is paying the same thing as the 60-year-olds, which just means as the business owner, I'm paying more, right? So the other thing about group plans is if, let's say a plumber can't afford a Lamborghini Urus. Well, the way they're designed, and because of government regulations, not only does that owner have to buy himself the Urus, which is what he wants, but now he's forced by law to purchase a Lamborghini Urus for each and every single employee he has. And that's fantastic and good for the employees, but bad for the employees if the owner can't afford to keep the business open because all of his money is going into health insurance, which is typically where we step in and build you into a larger group of 1.7 million people instead of your 3, 4, 10, 15, 20 people. So if I could put you in a group of 1.7 million people and put all of your team in there, then you get to decide your contributions. You get to decide who's going into that. You get to decide how much you're going to pay for yourself and how much you're going to pay for them, and which employees have earned the right to contribute, and which employees have earned the right that you'll contribute everything.